Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the World for Travel, our second edition. And as Christian mentioned earlier, last year at this time, we were in Portugal, hosted by their Minister, Secretary of Tourism, Rita Marques. As Christian also mentioned, she is also unable to be here in person today because her flight was first delayed, then canceled. What a surprise in the world of aviation, a flight canceled and delayed. It is the nature of things in the year 2022, and even though airline on-time performance and reliability may not be improving, sustainability and the dedication to sustainability is not, I think we're all in agreement, is non-negotiable. So welcome virtually my friend and the Honorable Secretary of Tourism for Portugal, Rita Marques. Rita, the stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Peter. Bonjour. C'est un grand plaisir d'être avec vous.
Good morning, everyone. It is a true pleasure to be here with you. While I was in the airport, I was told that my flight was cancelled. This is why I couldn't be here with you today. I apologize. We're still living through uncertain times. But thank you for welcoming me here to this event. It's very important. It has the utmost importance in our tourism sector.
I'll move to English. I just wanted to say that I'm really, really sorry I could not be with you today. As Peter has said, we are living in certain times, and that's the reason why I'm not with you today. I do believe that this event is truly important for the sector, for all the sector, and so I thank you. I thank Christian, I thank Frédéric, I thank Vice the NIM that has organized everything for this wonderful event, and that has been said before. It's quite important for the sector and allow us to think outside of the box and to think about the challenges that we need to embrace. I just want to share a couple of messages from Portugal, from our experience. What can we do in order to be more sustainable? What can we do to have a better tourism for everyone? More than a challenge, I would say this is the way. This is the way we should do business. There is no other way. So more than a challenge, more than an issue, more than a problem, this is the way we have to do business. Otherwise, there really won't be any business in a couple of years. Our raw material is the planet. So if we don't nurture the planet, if we don't pamper it, if we don't respect it, then we'll have an issue, a big issue, and no tourism will come up. No sustainable tourism will come up, that's for sure. And so basically what I want to say to you is that in Portugal, we have a strategy for sustainability. We need to act, and that's why we have been developing a public policy in order to grant us more competitiveness, more sustainability in the tourist destination, Portugal as a tourist destination. And we do believe that this, as I was telling you, this can give you as a competitive edge, let's say, like that. So more than a challenge, it's a kind of solution. It's a kind of a way to do better business. So exactly what we have been doing. So basically, we have been developing 3 or 4 axes of activity. So first of all, we are trying to structure an increasingly sustainable offer. So the goal here is to ensure that the sector really takes swift and effective environmental efficiency measures. And so we are adapting our legislation. We are structuring new products. We are structuring new tourism offer, aligning always through the principles of sustainability. And basically, the main objective here is to ensure that the positive impact of tourism really is visible on communities, on local communities, reducing, of course, regional asymmetries. Because when we talk about sustainability, we are talking about environmental sustainability, but also social sustainability. It's quite crucial, as it has been said before, to involve, to embrace local communities. And so basically in this first axis, what we are trying to do is to, as I was saying, is to revise the tourism establishment law. We are including sustainability requirements for new tourist uses in all the rules that apply to tourism. We are including sustainability criteria for the attribution or financing support. For instance, if you want to put a new hotel, a new company related to tourism in Portugal, you have to comply with very strict sustainability criteria. And so not only the law has been changing, but also the financing schemes have been changing in order to adapt to adapt to this new reality that we are facing. But I said that we are working with 4 axes. So this is the first one. The second one deals with training, because we need to qualify the tourism sector, and so we need to ensure that training is there for all the professionals that work in the sector, but also for future professionals, because they are agents of change, they are agents of transformation. And so basically what we are doing, because we do manage a huge network of schools in Portugal that rely on the National Tourism Board, what we are doing is that we are including mandatory courses related to sustainability in all our programs. So basically we are educating for sustainability, we are educating for circular economy, we are trying to empower business to meet these new demands, the planet's demands in terms of sustainability. And during the pandemic, we managed to train 180,000 people, because we launched online courses through our digital academia. There is a digital platform you can enroll, by the way, so it's free of charge. Some courses are in English, a great number of courses are in English, so you can apply if you are willing to take that benefit. And so here the second axis of our action plan deals with people, because, as I said, they are agents of transformation. And so what we are trying to do here is to train the sector, but not only leaders, not only the businessmen and women, not only the workers, the tourists themselves. And we do have some good messages also provided in online that could change behaviors, and that's why the second axis it's really important. We are also working with young kids, so basically we are going to the primary schools, trying to train them, educate them towards a more sustainable world, and this has been a huge, I would say project, and with a huge impact across all society, I would say. The third axis is pretty much about measuring. So we cannot talk about sustainability if we are not able to monitor it, right? So basically what we have defined a laundry list of metrics that relate, of course, energy efficiency, that relate to single use of plastics, gender balance, because again, social sustainability is really important. Women roles in the middle management levels or upper management levels in the company. So we have put together a laundry list of metrics, and we are monitoring them. So there is a public dashboard where all the companies in the sector here in Portugal can upload their metrics, and they can understand what's their position towards other competitors. And so we have been working on this in a very, I would say, energetic way, producing not only knowledge about sustainability, and we do have, of course, a platform for co-production of knowledge in the field of tourism with a huge network of regional observatories, for instance, but also, as I was saying, provide the means for the company to report their performance indicators, their performance metrics, and be able to compare their position with their competitors. Because at the end of the day, competition is really, positive. So if we instigate competition, if we promote competition, I think, companies will have more incentives to move forward and to embrace sustainability as a goal. And what type of metrics, so what type of objectives do we have? So for instance, we have nowadays in Portugal 50% of our tourism establishments, of our hotels, have, for instance, energy efficiency and water and waste efficiency management systems. 50%, around that number, around that figure. So basically what we are trying the companies to do is that we have to increase this goal, and by 2023 we want a 50% increase in this number, for instance. That means that we are financing also good projects in order to attain this objective. This is valid not only for energy efficiency, water and waste management systems, but also applicable to single use of plastics, for instance. The clean and safe label, we have launched that during the pandemic. I think we were the first countries in the world to launch such a clean, safe label that has more than 25,000 members nowadays. And so this type of indicators, this type of metrics are really important to push for competition and to report and monitor what's going on. And the fourth axis is about promotion. So we are trying to sell the country as one of the most competitive, sustainable destinations. This implies that we have to include this message, everything that deals with our promotion action plan. We have to include this message and content about Portugal as a sustainable tourist destination in all our communication strategy. And so we have been including messages and content on sustainability, on sustainability mobility, for instance, namely railways. We have been pushing hard to guarantee that people understand that Portugal is very much focused on training people and also, for instance, giving the need for us to find our own interior, meaning that we have been promoting tourist operations in the mainland of Portugal, in the interior regions. And so this type of sustainable message is really important in order to maintain cohesion and among the sector. And that's pretty much the message that I would like to convey to you. At the end of the day, no matter if you have the right strategy, the solution, I would say the secret sauce here is to involve everybody. So that's pretty much what we are trying to do. We are trying to involve the tourist operators, that's the companies, the leaders of those companies, the workforce, 300,000 people work in the tourism sector in Portugal. So that's huge. Huge number of agents for transformation. The tourists themselves, because they have a role to play here. The locals, that's the residents, the Portuguese people also have a message to convey. So I would say that secret sauce here is not really to have a strategy with all these four axes, but most of all is to have everyone involved, making them aware that this is not a challenge. This is the way to act. This is the way, basically. So thank you again for all the attention, all the best, and I'll stay tuned in order to get your reaction and all the inputs that you will disclosure with us during this event. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Secretary Marques. And Rita, thank you for sharing the secret sauce. And also, when you talk about regulation, behavior changing, education, and of course, diversity, that's part of the mix. It just can't be a sustainability message. It has to be a sustainability vision that everybody embraces. We look forward to joining you in person soon, hopefully either in Portugal or somewhere else around the world. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you, Peter. Thank you. Bye-bye.